Good evening everyone, this is Jim the IT guy. This is just a quick video from my trip this week up to CloudExpo up in London at the ExCeL, which is a bit of a gathering for companies wanting to sell their wonderful wares to everyone and anyone like me. This is just a quick narration over the top of me and a colleague wandering around the ExCeL Centre, having a look at what's new, what's coming along, what companies are trying to sell this year, and keeping an eye out for any other buzzwords associated with. Now, as you can see, this is just sort of a bit of quick footage that I shot while I was up there. Visit a few sort of companies that I recommend and go around having a look at the sorts of things that you'll find at these sorts of expos. Now, what you'll find is these expos are generally the trade shows of the IT world. Just all sorts and everything there. From actually caught a glimpse on the left there, some bit of Intel sponsorship. It was OVH Cloud. You get companies, you get small companies, big companies, little private firms trying to sort of flog you their latest and greatest incarnation that they've made. Some of this is useful, some of this is not really useful to myself, maybe useful for other people there. Unfortunately this year, obviously with the coronavirus issues, there were a lot of stands empty or missing, which was a shame, but those companies have obviously got to do what they feel is right. Now, as you can see, just wandering around, seeing who's where, getting our feel for the place, seeing who's advertising quite what, where, when, and going around. You see we've got a couple of different sort of areas to this one. We were mostly there for the clouds part, but we found people like this. This is KBN Choice, demonstrating their RGB rack, complete with many IP KVMs, some rack security, a choice of all sorts of stuff. The actual kit they had on display there was nice. Again, sorts of things that maybe be useful in the future for some customers, but a bit too OTT for things like home lab use, although the RGB isn't. And around the corner we've got the good guys at Veeam. These are nice guys. We like Veeam. Veeam are good. Veeam are very nice people to do work with, and met and had a good chat with them. Also had a quick go on their game, which well, you'll see how well we did not do at this. But Veeam do backup, and they do it very well, and they were obviously promoting their AWS backup, and had a nice little chat with Yuri, and hopefully carry on using them for many more years, even though they didn't let me win. See, no bribery involved. But yeah, could have been worse, but onwards and upwards. Hi Yuri! Anyway, this is, where are we now? Just in wandering around. As you can see, all sorts of pretty colours. Free mags, can't complain. As you can see, a lot of the stands were actually empty, which was a shame. Obviously people had spent some time setting them up, only to be told not to attend. Some very big names. So this should have been a very big expo, but I would hazard a guess maybe about 25% were missing, but you can't blame them in the current atmosphere. But you get all sorts, absolutely all sorts. If you're in the industry, it's always worth attending. This is over in the data center world, part of the expo. As you can see, this company here advertising new data centers. Some nice racking in the middle of an expo. Well, not racking, shelving. No, not even shelving. Security fencing. That's the word I was looking for. So here we go. Oh, in amongst this crowd of people. Excuse us. But again, a bit too big for me. Don't really need to deal with this stuff at the moment. Not in the business for building data centers. It's not my thing. But if it is your thing, away you go. Now, this is the guys at KnowBe4, who, if you haven't heard of KnowBe4, these are people who specialise in training users to be aware of phishing, whaling, and other attempts of exfiltrating your sensitive info or anything like that. These guys are pretty much the leaders in their field. They do an amazing job, and hopefully be working with them in the future. And they specialise in this. As you can see, there's the Gartner Magic Quadrant. If you don't know what a Gartner Magic Quadrant is, it's used in the industry to sort of gauge where companies are with their products compared to others overall. It's a very useful way of gauging how good a company is, or where it's come from, where it's going to. But KnowBe4, been around for a while, consumed by many companies all over the globe. They do a very good job, so thoroughly recommended by me. And if you're in the UK, please get in touch if you're interested, as it's something we'll be offering as a service as well going forward. Now this is Kemp. Kemp do load balancers. See? Load balancers. They do load balancers on demand, providing sort of useful abilities that go above and beyond what a lot of the cloud providers give with their built-in load balancers, as well as on-premise. So there's a lot of demand, a lot of use for their product. But there we go. This is only a quick vehicle. Oh look, Nutanix again. HCI systems, hyperconvergence. A lot of this is obviously aimed at the big boys, but always good fun. Anyway, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.